is about the idea of correcting, but also correcting as a collective, so that you're not alone. And hence why when we move through the Ho'oponopono, you'll see it's a step to get somewhere. It's not just correcting because you made a mistake or you're wrong. The lesson, the correction means that the ancestors were teaching you all along. The energy itself, the thing that you thought was wrong, was the lesson all along. And then one of the key things too that we run into is that sometimes we get stuck within the lesson. We get stuck within just trying to make things right, and we're forgetting, and then we keep repeating it, so you get stuck in what they call the quote unquote cycles. So as the people on TikTok filter through, we'll let it simmer. If I haven't sent you an invite, please again feel free to come up and we'll have the conversation. I don't know who I sent invites to, but of course also feel free to stay below. We'll be here for 21 days. So yes, we do start with the four mantras, and in terms of like the prayer itself, and so when we are looking to say, okay, well, what is the Ho'oponopono? And this is about, by the way, cleansing. So when we think about like what cleansing is, like, so make sure I pull up. So like, let's say we're looking at helping our own healing process by making it right. Forgive yourself and forgiving others. The Ho'oponopono process itself is called cleansing or cleaning. And you'll once we get into some of the recordings, will be like the idea of cleaning. So I always liken it to you living your life. You go out and you get dirty, so therefore you come in, you have to clean away. What are we cleaning away? We're cleaning away our pain, we're cleaning away our resentment. And all of this is going to help us connect with our higher self. And so, and there's several ways to do cleansing, but the first one is to ask for forgiveness. So the forgiveness practice can be different things, right? So we talk about like, hey, if I'm walking around, I get dirty, then I take a shower. So there's all of these different things in terms of like saying how we clean ourselves physically. And by the way, all of the process mimic each other. So there's also, notice here, when you're cleaning yourself physically, you utilize water. And so when we are cleansing ourselves emotionally, we're going to be utilizing water as well. And so the spirituality in itself is also known as water in terms of energy. So so this is what we're looking to wash away and cleanse away a lot of the resentments, a lot of the pain, so that we can connect with our higher soul. So the Ho'oponopono prayer is very simple. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Wholeness Monique. Wholeness Cat. I know I'm not saying hello to the people on TikTok, but we'll do the work. And ladies, I know you've done this before. Let me ask Shawnee first. What do the four mantras mean to you?
When I say I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, it helps me return to the present moment. It helps me clear the energy internally and in my immediate space. It helps me ground myself. It helps me regulate my emotions. It helps me reconcile things like the thoughts. If I feel overwhelmed, overstimulated, it brings me back to a neutral state.
Nice. Soul Scribe, want to chime in?
Hey, everybody. I think Shawnee said that very clear and concise, and I agree that that when saying those four statements, typically, of course, I will say them when I am in a heightened state of emotional turmoil within, or something may have happened and I don't know how to deal with it. And I'm trying to just regulate myself back down and get back and find a way to get back into myself so that I'm not letting my emotions and energy continue to overwhelm me. And what happens is it's like it is a way for me to communicate back to me, right? The soul scribe within, and say, hold on,
Thank you, Leslie, for
let's
liking the
get ourselves
live.
together and understand that what's happening is not something that that may be reflective of who you are as a person. It's just going on. So it allows me to just remember that life can just life, right? and that I'm not having to take responsibility for everything that's going on, and that I can still um, love myself, forgive myself, be appreciative and grateful for who I am, and also love myself, giving myself a hug via the sound of the words that I'm speaking to myself, to be able to just to find some comfort and some calm, so that I can continue to go on, whether that is continuing to process what's happening or whatever, or moving about my day, whatever I'm doing. But it's a way to to shift and pivot the energy really quickly and get me back into a way to where I can not be overly emotional, and I can be conscious without just being in reaction mode.
On point. Being conscious, the last thing you said, being conscious without being in reaction mode. And that's actually the point of the Ho'oponopono. Like a lot, so reaction, like a lot of our reaction, a lot of the way we do anything is a reaction to things. And sometimes we're not conscious that we are reacting. So decisions that you make, even answers that you give, even how you feel is not your original feeling. So when you become conscious of how you really feel within that space, then it's like it's an original action versus a reaction. And Ho'oponopono help us get to the point where we're not constantly reacting from past memories, past traumas, reacting to even other emotions, so that we're having an original experience. So, in terms of how it is that we move through the energy of forgiveness, it's all of that, so that we're not constantly like so scribes, like reacting, and so that you know your own heart. And a lot of people talk about authenticity, and like everything else, there's always a misunderstanding of certain things. So it's like, can you talk? Can you be authentic? And it's like, really, can you if you don't know that you are reacting to things? And since we've been very young, there's a lot of programming. A lot of programming. So imagine we have programming from this lifetime. We have programming from all of our parents' lifetime, all of our parents, the grandparents' lifetime. We have programming, keep going. And then so the bone itself is holding all of this memory. Okay? So the this vessel is holding a lot of memory. Wholeness, Royal. So in terms of how are you going to get to the point where you're going to meet the original you if you're still stuck within reliving grandma's life, reliving you know. I'll give you an example. I don't know if you guys heard me the other day. I said I got a shot in my knee. I love walking. I like, since I lost weight, I don't run, so I walk. So I like going to the forest, and I've been going to the mountain. And so, of course, my knee starts acting up, and it's been acting up for a while, but I've been like, whatever. So I basically walk through the pain. And so finally went to the doctor, and they gave me a shot. But guess what? My mother had the shot. My aunt had the shot. I looked around, and all of the members, the women in my family are having the same issue. And my grandmother is, as well. And so, I mean, there's of course a lot of physical reasons for this. However, I mean, just the fact that it's the same knee, right? Everyone's same knee and same issue. Think about diabetes running in the family. That's just the physical illnesses. So what about the emotional ones? So when we talk about the idea of forgiveness and making it right, we're looking at all of this. So when we start to do the work, it's yes in this lifetime, but also as we start moving forward into a mom, grandma's grandma, and get into that original space. And so, but before we can do that, we have to take the barriers off. So how to practice the Ho'oponopono. The Ho'oponopono is the power of wholeness and healing. By the way, if you want, the link is on top on Clubhouse, but TikTok it's not. So this is the Ho'oponopono ebook. If you do want a physical printout, it's more expensive, just an FYI, because it's my cousin who print them out. And so I have to pay him physically. So, but in terms of like what this is, and I don't want to make noise because I'm on Clubhouse as well. So how to practice Ho'oponopono. The first step, when we say I'm sorry, by the way, so, if you go on YouTube and I have my own, like playlist for the Ho'oponopono. I love the songs so much. And then, you'll hear like criticism of the fact that Ho'oponopono has been so commercialized. And that's because people don't get it. It's the idea of still the separation. Once you go into this prayer, it's a gift from our Hawaiian ancestors. And there is a part where you could, when you really go and see how when you're going back, right, when we're going or going forward to meet our ancestors, it's about that one space, the unity space, right? So in terms of, yes, we start with the I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. But each one of them has a power. So the power of wholeness and healing is Ho'oponopono. Step one, when we say I'm sorry, it's about repentance, Step two, ask for forgiveness. So we had said this. You can ask for forgiveness. When we say, like we say to somebody, I'm sorry, is the question asking, so asking for forgiveness is like, you can ask for forgiveness to yourself. You can ask for forgiveness to others. You can ask for forgiveness to a thing, a place. You can ask for forgiveness. So it's not limited to somebody did this to me, Also, remember about the resentment. How do we feel about resentment? So when somebody does something to you, it hurts, but there comes a point where you start to resent the thing. And when you resent the thing that the person does to you, it does something to you, meaning the who you are now changes. And so when we think about the idea of resenting something. And by the way, we can resent people, places, things. We can resent our children. We can resent our parents. We can resent strangers. And resentment also comes with shame and guilt as well. So, in terms of the idea of please forgive me, when we're doing this prayer, it's like people who we need forgiveness from, but also people we need forgiveness. Who we need to forgive, excuse me. So it's both ways. So because a lot of times, we think of the things that we do wrong, but the whole resentment is the idea of things that people have done to us. So, and then no one owes you forgiveness, you know. So this is why the work is done within. Nobody owes you to forgive you or to give you a reason why or to the making it right. And one of the great things about the Hawaiian practice, like on the surface level, like on the family. So let's say if you have a family, and in the Hawaiian practice is that they call the family over. Everyone, it's like a family get together. But during this family get together, we talk about the serious issue. So whoever has an issue with another person would bring it out. And of course, a family member is chosen to make the decision as to like the final correction. And so in this role, you are playing all of the roles. Right? You are playing all of the roles in terms of forgiving, giving forgiveness, and then being so basically you're going to be the victim, the perpetrator, and the judge. And being in this space, you're able to see from all points of view, you know. You want to make any comments, Soul Scribe? Or Shani, go ahead, chime in.
I like how you're describing the roles. It's definitely helpful in the integration phase of healing to be able to observe these different aspects of me, and they each have an important role in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's important to be able to see all sides and points of view, because in the thick of things, we always think we right, right?
We're right.
We right, because it's our point of view. But when we step back and we're able to see things from other points of view, it makes it so much clearer, and we can then come to an inner understanding of, okay, what really happened. And now I can really understand what has happened, and I can feel a little bit better about what happened. Now it's not taking away how I felt, but I can also see where other people were coming from too. So that's one thing I love about it, about being able to put yourself in that space and place to see everything from everybody's point of view, and honor it, because that's really what everybody wants anyway, is to just feel honored for their particular feelings and thoughts on a matter.
Wow. Ravens, miss?
Yes, I love this so much. The Ho'oponopono. I've been doing this since '04. The reason being because, well, I love it sacred because it's the Hawaiian prayer, but also too, my mother was tragically killed. So when I came upon it, I also incorporated it with the sacred violet flame as well. So I forgave, the perpetrator as well. But you got, releasing and letting go, like have no emotional when you're really, really doing it for your own sake, for your own inner healing. It is the utmost importance. And it just brings this peace and this love that just comes over you. And also, too, I incorporate it with my clients as well. And it's been a very wonderful healing tool for me in my process and my inner shadow work as well. And I could not do without it, quite honestly. It's just a no-brainer for me, and I just take it very seriously and very, very sacred.
Yeah, I like the fact that you've been incorporating in your life and your practice for so long. And this is one of the things, this is why I love Ho'oponopono, and this is why we come in every year. And again, this is the first time I'm doing it this year, but normally we do have it more than that, like, 2 or 3 times a year, where it becomes a part of your one of your practices, so that it's not something that you do once in a while. You incorporate it into your life, so that every especially if you're making big decisions, but even smaller decisions, you're able to make it within that space, of of the, hey, not a victim, not a perpetrator, not victimizer, and not a judging as well, and not in a place of judgment, which releases all the guilt, the shame, the doubt. That when we're making decisions, this is what happens. You know, and sometimes you can even hear it in speak, like when people are speaking, and in how they are really speaking inside of their mind. They're speaking from a point of memory versus from a point of actually observing what is going on. And so this is the key thing about Ho'oponopono. And so the third is the gratitude. Thank you. Simple. Thank you. Gratitude is something that it's an energy of the heart. Right? It's an energy of the heart. This gratitude is something that the heart receives, and the that is a the heart gives, right? Gives a lot, but sometimes we don't know, well, how do I give to the heart? But it's by being grateful, not to somebody else, not to someplace else, not to the God above, not to the God below, not to your ancestors, not gratitude to you. And so it starts there, and then it goes to everybody else. So in terms of the heart receiving gratitude, so whenever you go into the heart space, we go into the heart space in gratitude, and then you're able to give all of the other emotions that the heart are capable of. So gratitude. And yes, we're going to be thankful to everybody if we can get into that original space. Right? I love you. And we're looking to gain access to the universal love. Remember, universal, and I know I'm saying remember because I've done this so many times. Universal love, if this is your first time here, is hate, anger, fear, frustration, jealousy, impatience, broken heart. Universal love is all the emotions, the gamut of subtle and little things, that little twitches that we feel here and there. And so we're going to first start with where you are at, of course. And so the way we start with where you are at. So, I might be talking from the space of saying, okay, yeah, we universal love. But let's start with where you are. The 4 mantras are: I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. You do this to anybody or anything, any situation in your life. So the idea is to call to mind a relationship where you like to bring forgiveness and healing, whatever that is. Again, it's whatever that is. It can be a cup, a table. You ever hear, like, you ever walk and then you bang your knee against the table or the bed frame, and it hurts. And then you're just so mad at the table. Like, you mad at that object, and because that object just happened to be in this minute, in this space and time, in your way, and your foot hit it. And yes, you're mad at that. And so whatever that is, and it could be some of the deepest wounds that we suffer from childhood, the brokenness of our closest relationships, the resentment and anger even from the stranger, whichever it is. We call that to mind for healing. And so even anger toward the self, because we could be angry from ourselves as well. Have you ever thought of a time that you were angry with yourself? I'll give you a simple example. this morning. This morning I went to the bathroom. You know when you wake up and you need to pee, like really need to pee. And I didn't want to get out of bed, but I had to pee. So I got out. But I got up with a headache. I got up with like a back neck pain. I don't know. My pillow was wrong, so I got up. And then since sometimes when I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth. So I'm like half asleep. I peed, I brushed my teeth, and I walked out. As I walked out, my aunt said, "Don't know how to flush." I'm like, shit, I didn't flush the bathroom. I wasn't mad at her. I was mad at myself. Idiot. Like, how you going to get, you know, like just mindless so early in the morning? So that was like a lot. And I was like, and before I started, I was thinking, I was like, damn, like I'm mad at myself and frustrated at myself and for doing something very simple, because there's a lot of us in the house, and it's important to be mindful of, like, flushing the toilet, you know. So that's like my mundane example. Then there's the relationships, the broken heart, person cheated on you, the physical harm. A lot of people are SA victims. We run the whole gamut. Sometimes the littlest thing that we do, and by the way, this is one of the things that I think Mercury retrograde is going over. The little thing that you did that, change the whole energy. Turn around, flush the toilet. Like that's like like think about it. Like you go to the bathroom and flush the toilet. Like that's automatic. But is it a mistake? But you're annoyed at yourself.
You literally said this about Mercury retrograde.
Mm-hmm.
You said that it would be like tiny little things that wouldn't normally make a difference, but now because it's so annoying because of a Mercury retrograde, it could actually start like a big fight.
Yeah. And so understanding those spaces, because guess what? You may have to, oh, this is nothing. But it's in the back of your mind as to like, and that's what we pull up and process. And this is one of the things Ho'oponopono help us do as we go deep within the subconscious. When we talk about inner child, the inner child is not the stranger, it's not a little kid, as the Ho'oponopono teachers show us. How do I talk to the inner space of me that is actually, it's so authentic, it will give you whatever you want. So we first start here. Take a few moments. So let's do one. So as the first one to how to practice. So call to mind. So I'm gonna forgive myself for not flushing the toilet this morning. I didn't shit so, but I shit you not. We'll start that simple because we're gonna go deep within the next 21 days. So let's start to see like where the little things can, like Infinity said, can keep growing to the big mountain where you're a walking mess of pain. Thank you, Celine. It is mine. Somebody's complimenting me for the hair. It is mine. So the other day, I was actually also noticing, right? I had a pretty rough childhood, I've experienced everything from dirt, poverty, and malnutrition to Hawaii, right, to vacationing in 5-star hotel in Hawaii, talking about Ho'oponopono practice. And so when I first came to the U.S., I remember we lived in a very nice house, like a 2-bedroom, but it was also like a lot of people in the 2-bedroom. So at one point, the adults, as the kid, you get the short end of the stick. So the adults had the bedrooms, and then for whatever reason, I ended up they bought me like a folded bed, and so they had the folded bed. Is like you have the folded bed, and then they put it in the kitchen. So not they, but so I had my room was the kitchen, right? So here's the folded bed, and so and I didn't realize this until not too long ago, but you'll see the connection here in terms of the littlest thing. So this is the folded bed. It's comfortable, it's fine. You're a child who, I slept in worse places. However, it was the kitchen, so the kitchen dripped. Tick, 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 tick. And the sound of the dripping water, right, going down the drain. Now, this is an energy, by the way. So the kitchen here is fixed, but when the water goes down the drain, I hear it. It's the littlest thing. This is Mercury retrograde. This is what the soul is paying attention to. Because a lot of times remember the big picture. Because remember, when we have big event traumas happening in our lives, sometimes you hear people, and Infinity and I know when we did, and I had noticed this about when we did shadow work, Infinity, that it was the littlest thing. Because sometimes somebody can remember the memory, but there's a part of the memory that is actually pointing to the trauma. And it's that thing that annoy you, the thing that ingrates your nerve, the trigger point. Can you locate it? Can you actually see or feel or hear the trigger point, which is really bringing up memories, feelings, sensation, what you heard, see, thought, saw, the wholeness of the experience. So when you're bringing to mind whatever that is, this is how deep we want to go. Because the experience that is being had by the being is going that deep. It's that refined. It's that refined. Wholeness, Monica. If I didn't say hello before. By the way, many of you can come up. I know I didn't... I was talking away. We'll be here for the next 21 days. The link on top is the Ho'oponopono. Wait, let me put it. The TikTokers can go in my profile page on Clubhouse. This is the Ho'oponopono. This is the Ho'oponopono ebook, and so all the information that I'm talking about is here, so you can follow along. So definitely do that. Let me see. Did I invite? I think I invited everybody up. Please feel free to come up. Okay. So we will be doing that. It also has like links to the music and so on and so forth. The ladies that you see on top, by the way, let me do some. So Infinity's with me, and then Shawnee's here, Soul Scribe's here. Please feel free to contact them as well. They all give great services. Follow us if you haven't had a chance to do so. During this next 21 days, please do message me, message any of them, feel free, because I know this is deep work. And again, this is first day, so I'm not going to go crazy and do the whole Ho'oponopono, because we'll go very slowly, so that the support system is here, because things will come up, and yes, things like that will come up. So I want to make sure that, if you feel that you can't speak into the room, I just an FYI, I do know that the people, and all of the ladies here will attest to this. When I do the Ho'oponopono sessions, you know, we do 21 days, but we also know that the work keeps going, so feel free to, reach out to us. All of the ladies do give one-on-one sessions, so please feel free. Wholeness, Teresa. This is my Aries twin.
Bonus.
If I haven't sent you an invite, I don't mean not to. Please do follow the house if you are new to the space. Please do. This is Awaken Self Life on Clubhouse. If you are on TikTok, please do follow me. I see a lot of people come through, and I'm sorry if I'm not individualizing. It's usually like weird to do Clubhouse and TikTok at the same time. TikTok requires another type of attention. Right. No worries, Monica. You have client in 10 minutes. No worries. Yes, there will be a replay for this one. There will not, however, be other replays, only because we want to go deeper. So let's do one session meditation. And of course, my computer went off. So I love the music, by the way. Is it corny, guys? Am I like corny with the music?
No, I love the music, okay? I was like, ooh, I gotta go find that one.
If you go on my YouTube, and I know I don't have a lot of followers on YouTube, but if you go on my YouTube, you'll I have one of my playlists is that. So is the Ho'oponopono. So I have all of the Ho'oponopono songs, including the Norma's prayer as well in there. So all them Ho'oponopono mantras. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I have spent hours sitting there crying, singing, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So we are going to utilize the water. So remember, when we cleanse ourselves, you can do spiritual baths. When we cleanse ourselves, we do like, we cry. And so this mantra reaches the soul, and it's so beautiful. Like, because when we move through the pain and you unblock those things that had blocked your way, and the shame, the guilt, the doubt, the fear, everything gets embraced, so. Everything gets embraced. Oops, wait, what am I? Wholeness, Cynthia, you want to say anything? Thank you for coming up.
I am really, 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 really glad to be here. Glad that you're doing this. Lord knows I could use a little more forgiveness of myself, of myself. And that's where it starts, I believe. I just want to say peace to everybody, and I'm so glad you're doing this. Thank you. What's the schedule going to be looking like?
The schedule is 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm in the East Coast, and I know I've woken. Well, she might be coming off work. Infinity's like on the West Coast, but she'll be in the chat if she's at work, and if she's not at work, she'll be here live. But she can speak, right? You can. You were speaking today, Infinity. So please feel free again. Infinity, Shawnee, Soul Scribes are here for support, and I'm like throwing Soul Scribe in there. She does the sound healing, so that's great. Let's see. Yeah, she's saying yo. Infinity's saying yo. So we'll be doing it. So how it is that we practice Ho'oponopono, we'll start very simple. See, Infinity, I'm not giving too much. The homework is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So we're going to think about what that place, right? So let's take a couple of breaths in. Deep breath in, breathe in. And right before whenever we go into a meditation, we want to ground. Ground is on the bottom of your feet is your bubbling spring. You can tell what your bubbling spring is. It's like an indentation. You'll see it like when you crawl your toe like a bird crawl. You'll see like a dip right below the toes, like looks like a hole. That's your kidney. One point is the energy flow from the earth all the way to the top of the head. So lots of energy come to be there. So the first thing that we do when we start doing anything, prayer, meditation, I don't know, walk out the door, ground. Especially if you're a spiritual person, ground, 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 ground. Before you try to touch your pineal gland, ground. And so we want to do that. And then, so as you ground more, imagine that you're going deep into the earth, into the center, solar center of the earth. So, and then you take a deep breath in, you exhale down, all the way down into the earth. Breathe in, exhale down and connect with the earth. You can ask the earth to be connected with its heart. Third breath, breathe in, reach that into your heart space, and exhale down into the earth again. And feel that connection. Paying close attention to the bottom of your feet, you'll feel the energy. Very simple connection to the earth. And we're going to call to mind a relationship where we would like to bring forgiveness and healing. Especially we're looking for a deeper connection between that space, that relationship, and us. It could even be with yourself as well. It could be with somebody else, a place, a situation in your life. Whatever situation that is, whether it be working on your relationship, partnerships, whether it be business, whether it be financials, whichever part of your life where you're looking to healing, whether it be your inner child, or you say, hey, my childhood trauma, relationship with siblings, relationship with mothers, brothers, fathers, husbands, lovers, friends, someone you had loved for a long time as a close friend and you guys are no longer friends. Relationship with your house, whatever's going on there. Relationships can be with everything and anything. Relationship with an aspect of yourself, right? Relationship with your physical body, how it looks. How do you feel about, I have a flat ass. I'm over it, but for the longest time I used to be conscious of that. Although you know how the black women have BBLs, mine's iron. Actually, my son gave me a butt. So, what kind of relationship do you have with your body? Shani's like, call them up. We have like a weird relationship with everything, right? What relationship is coming to mind that you need a deeper connection with? Feel that within that space. A lot of the issues that we have become their own space within us. So feel that connection again with the earth. Bring that breath to your heart and the space. Breathe in. I'm going to imagine a golden light infusing with your heart, with compassion, gratitude and love. Love for yourself. Love for all the wonders in your life. Now picture this situation, person, the house, the thing, you, whatever you're calling to mind. Picture it in front of you and imagine this golden light overflowing and pouring over and through them. Remember our connection with the earth, our connection with the heart, and through that space. whatever that situation is. And right here, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Infinity.
I'm here. I don't have any comments. I'm silently doing mine.
You want to sigh? Okay, she's going to do it silently. Shani, would you like to do yours?
Did you want me to say the 4 mantras?
Yes.
Or
The 4 mantras.
okay.
And anything else you wanted to say as well.
Okay. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I won't go too deep into it because it's happening right now, but my heart is opening up, and I also feel it in my back on the right side, maybe the kidney area. And so I'm making peace with. I have an attachment to. I want an intimate relationship so bad, and I'm making peace with it because it's not that it's not the time, because there's work to be done there, but I'm letting go of my attachment to how I feel it's supposed to be. So that's where I'm at. It's really tender, and I know it needs to be done. So that's definitely going to be one of the focuses over the next 21 days. Grateful to receive. Fully present, letting my body feel all the feels, and know that I'm still safe, I'm well, and I'm protected. Thank you.
Soul Scar, if you are available.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you.
Raven's Mystic, if you are available. Thank you for liking the lives, guys, on TikTok. Please do the 4 mantras yourself as well as we do it. And we're starting today very simply, doing our first 4 mantras. Cynthia, if you are available.
Man, I wasn't expecting this to feel how I'm feeling. Sunbathing, grounding on my wooden porch. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. First and foremost to myself. Second, to anyone I've done anything wrong to. Third, to anybody who did anything wrong to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Teresa.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and thank you. Um, I find myself dealing with me in this moment. I don't necessarily feel it in any particular space. It's just more of like a wholeness, like just me, who is me. And I've been sitting with that for days. So it's back. Not back, but it's saying, hey, we have some more stuff to work on. And I am enough, right? I'm enough. Like, just ciphering through what that looks like physically. Thank you.
Yeah, and I didn't say that part, but I felt it. I felt real intense pain in my heart space. But when I was there, I could also feel it like untying or something. So, yeah, this is real timely. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hello, awakened souls.
Wholeness, Jimani, would you like to say the 4 mantras?
I don't believe in that shit.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe in that?
Well, we are not talking about belief. We're doing the 4 mantras. That's all. All right.
Thank you. Because he was shifting the energy. I was about to get very, very lioness.
Right? I'm sorry, forgive me. I was away from my phone, but
Good.
the Honopono. I love you. I apologize. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And I feel so much love, peace. That was a little disturbance, but you know what?
It's
I'm not
good.
going to go there with that.
It's good.
Yes, absolutely. And just let it go and go with the flow. And I am so excited about this practice for the next few days because I so much needed this, especially what's going on in this craziness that we are stirring about with all this astrological cosmic debris.
Yeah. And I know infinity was not standing for it, but but sometimes I let it play out because we need to know where I told you they would show up. When we do these spaces, the triggers would show up. The things, they would definitely show up. So we need to see them, and so how we gonna know what to work on if we don't, see it, look at it, avoid it, so definitely it's fine. So giving thanks to, what was his name? I forgot. Uh, yeah, giving thanks whoever that was. Like I forgot the name. So calling to mind the 4 mantras, the idea of sorry. Okay, so within the ebook, there's the other prayers and remind me, guys, to infinity to send you. So the 4 mantras, the Ho'oponopono is about taking responsibility for everything that affects your state of being. It's the art of acceptance, forgiveness, and cleansing of the energies that you attract into your life. I'm sorry. When you say I'm sorry, you are recognizing and accepting responsibility for the actions, the thoughts, the emotions that have caused conflict to manifest into your reality. Please forgive me. The words please forgive me are said as a request to make amends with your higher self in the universal life. But so I'll say request to make amends with your higher self, lower self, inner self, the aspect of yourself that you don't know about. Every aspect of self. How they call it, unconscious, subconscious, higher conscious. A lot of times people want to go up there, right? When they haven't resolved down here. By the way, that's avoidance. That's like not doing the work. Thank you. Thank you is the opportunity to show gratitude to inner self, higher self, lower self, outer self, every aspect. I know we say higher self. as well as the universe for allowing your negative thoughts, action, non-action, reactions, and emotions to be cleared. I love you. I love you can be admitted out, yes, from God's source, from the universe, and from everywhere, from all aspects of yourself. And also, as we talk about love, we go into understanding the kind of love that we express. We have love for our children, our parents. We have love for our friends. We have love for our lovers. We have love for our siblings. We have love for strangers. We have love for animals and plants and nature. And then, of course, love for the cosmos and the universe. Love for whichever deity you choose or have grown up in. So it is about, when you are using the words in this way, you are saying, I love you for allowing me this earth's experience. The earth's experience is a lot. Think about all the different cultures, the different beings that live here, and you are part of all of that experience. And as you're moving through, yes, you'll get dirty. And so the Ho'oponopono practice is a way of cleaning and clearing, that from a space of not judging, but from all of it. We are going to experience all of it so that we can actually clear away. Once we finish experiencing something, we don't need to keep it. And that's the thing that is done. Hence why you see that my grandmother has a knee, my mother has a knee, now so have I, and all my aunts. And I'm pretty sure my cousins as well. So we want to be able to heal the physical ailments, the emotional ailments. Everyone had, a lover that messed up, all of that. We keep repeating the same stories over and over and not realizing that's what we're doing. So that, that whole idea of authentic experience is like, what are we? A unique experience on earth. Because we keep reliving grandma's life, mom's life, and passing it down to our children as well. In many forms, not just in the way we look, but also in the way we are emotionally. So we're looking to unpack all of that within the next 21 days. So please join me. In effect, we've been here for over an hour. So here's the homework. Is this too much, Infinity? What'd she say? Shani's holding a citrine crystal. What is that about?
It's not too much.
It's not too much? Oh, okay. Because
It's not too much. You're doing good.
okay.
Were you going to go another 30 minutes or?
I was going to go another 10 minutes, which would be an hour and a half about.
Yeah, I was about to say, another 10 minutes in which be time is another 30. Another hour.
We're going to be here for 21 days. I want to introduce the mantras. And okay, we'll just do the complete full Ho'oponopono. Instead of Norma's prayer. Norma's prayer is long. Norma's prayer is like long. So we'll do the, and I should have sent you guys. I'll send you guys so we'll do the complete, like the whole Ho'oponopono from the. So Shani, you want to tell us about your citrine? I don't have anything.
Sure. It's a pretty big raw crystal, but I could hold it in like the palm of my hand. I love citrine for managing my emotions, helping me ground myself in my emotions, because when I get overstimulated with my emotions, it's usually in my solar plexus and sometimes my sacral chakras. So the energy of the citrine crystal helps me come back to myself, because I can detach from my body easily. So I'm coming back to my body and feeling safe to feel these feelings. So I have the crystal laying on my solar plexus, and I've been holding it in my hand too. Thank you.
Nice. I like citrine. So Scribe, yours is a quartz, or do you have like? She's saying clear quartz this week. Mary has an emerald.
You're on mute, Wishby, if you're speaking.
Sorry. No, I had said so Scribe. You said you had a quartz, and Mary had an emerald. She might be away. You can type in. Let me see, Mary. What are you asking? Can this be EE? Oh, energies that have crossed over. Yes, Mary. Can this be energies that? Yes. So when we go into the full prayer, so there's the 4 mantras. The full prayer talks about we looking. That's why I talk about grandma, or I talk about mom. So we are looking to everything, because remember, the spaces that our memories holding are from from all the experiences. So it definitely can be. So like, let's say we want to forgive somebody and the person has passed away, right? And so, like sometimes when people do Ho'oponopono, they'll write letters to people. And this may be part of your homework. Not now. Let's first establish what's wrong. So, when someone passed away and we can't have that conversation with them, you can't be angry at them. As a matter of fact, you're angry that they passed away, that you didn't have a chance now to say what you wanted to say. Ho'oponopono will give you the chance to do that. So you can especially do it to people, so the same way, like we see how we did that prayer, we take breaths in, we imagine the space of that thing, either the thing, the person, and then you cover it with that golden light. And that's actually making that one with you, so that you can clear that energy. And so that you're not, because this is what happens to anything that happens to us. So if you had a trauma happen to you, it's now part of you. When you have someone in your life, and you have a relationship with them, which even if it was family, stranger, boss, somebody you're not close to, that person becomes a part of your cells, because their memory is now entrenched in you. So within that space within you, that's what you can clear away. So you can definitely forgive someone who has passed away, or even obtain forgiveness from that space itself. We'll work on that. Cynthia says been working on blue quartz for the throat chakra. So the full mantra, again, these are all in the ebook, just an FYI, because I'm like, the full original prayer for the complete Ho'oponopono goes, and I'll have to remember to send you guys the copy. If my physical body, so before you start, take a deep breath in, connect with the earth again, ground. Connect with the earth again and ground. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Imagine yourself going down deep into the earth. Exhale out. Go back into your heart space. Feel the bottom of your feet. We talked about where your bubbling spring is. This is your earth connection. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Keep connecting with the earth here and the heart space. The full original prayer of the complete Ho'oponopono. If my physical body experiences anxiety, worry, guilt, fear, sadness, pain, pronouncement, and think. My memories, I love you. I'm grateful for the opportunity to free you and me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I love you. I'm grateful. Right now, I say I love you. I think of my emotional health and that of all my loved ones. I love you. For my needs and to learn to wait without anxiety, without fear, I acknowledge my memories here at this moment. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. Beloved Mother Earth, who I am, if I, my family, my relatives, and ancestors mistreat you with thoughts, words, facts, and actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, I ask your forgiveness. Let it clear and purify, release, and cut off all negative energies, memories, blockages, and vibrations. Transmute these undesirable energies into pure light, and so it is. In conclusion, I say that this prayer is my door, my contribution to the emotional health, which is the same as mine. So be well, and as you heal, I tell you that I am so sorry for the memories of pain I share with you. I apologize for joining my path to yours for healing. Thank you for being here in me. I love you for being who you are. This is the complete Ho'oponopono prayer. Take a deep breath in. Connecting to our heart space. As you exhale down into the earth, connect to the earth's heart. Breathe in, going back up to the heart. Invite the earth to participate in this healing with us for the next 21 days. As she invites you to heal with her. Breathe in. Feel the connection within this space with all the ancestors as we invite them in, as they invite you in. Giving so much gratitude for this healing. I invite you guys for the next 21 days to come in 9 a.m. Eastern Time will go. Ladies are here for support. Have an amazing day. Infinity.
Beautiful, beautiful beginning. Thank you, Witch Bee, for holding this space.
Shawnee.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. I feel it. I love it. I love you.
Thank you. I love you. So Scribe.
Yes, thank you, Wishby, and everyone for here sharing your energy with us. I can feel like the waves of energy over my body right now. So I'm excited about the next 20 days where we're able to convene with one another and shower this love upon ourselves and others. Thank you.
Thank you. Ravens, Mystic, Wholeness. Any final words before we leave?
Peace and love, and everybody have a wonderful, wonderful moon day. And I'm so excited for the next 20 days of this journey that we are embarking on, the Ho'oponopono.
Cynthia.
Just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was just what I didn't even know I needed this morning and this day. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Teresa.
Wishby, wholeness to everyone. Thank you so much, Wishby, for holding the space. Infinity for being here. Everyone on the stage and everyone who is in attendance. I'm so excited to go through this with you. I went through this last year and it was fantastic. So I'm excited to see what comes up for my healing this year and as well with everyone else. So thank you.
Awesome. All right, so we'll see you in the morning. So the link for the Ho'oponopono ebook is in my profile or on top of Clubhouse. But still come in. If you come in, you still need a notebook. So bring the notebook because we'll be doing some work through. I know I say I only take attendance, but I see you. I do see you. So
Cackle.
they think I don't see them. I feel you before even you come in. So just to say that. Just who is that? Oh. It's too late now, Master. That's funny. So yeah, so we'll be
Hey,
here.
Master, we're ending the room right now, so we're not accepting anyone on stage. You came a little bit late. I know him. That's my friend.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I was like, who is that? Okay. So we'll be here tomorrow. Come in tomorrow, 9 a.m. And we'll continue. Your homework. Yes, I do give homework. Your homework is to actually find that situation. What is it that you're looking to work on? This is going to be the first step because sometimes we have something in our mind, right? And so we'll work on that. Whatever that relationship that is hurting you right now, that you want a deeper connection with, whether it be your parents' relationship with mom, with relationship with dad, relationship with siblings, relationship with sons, daughters, relationship with friends, lovers, relationship with bosses, relationship with your financials, relationship with your house, your home, your every aspect, yourself, your physical body, your physical health, your emotional health, all of that becomes some things that we want to be working on. So find that thing and do the mantra. The mantra is very simple. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And by the way, if you said, hey, what's the right order? There is no right order. Okay? There is no right order. The order is the order that you say it in. So what we say is doing the full mantra to whatever your situation is will definitely help CA. And then we go from there. So with that being said, thank you so much, everyone. Infinity, as always, I love you. With that being said, thank you.
I love you.
Have an amazing day, everybody. We'll see you guys. So my womb healing session starts tonight. So we'll be meeting. So if you guys want to join that, if you go in my link tree, I did open that chat. I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. So the chat is open. I wanted to make another open chat again. So we'll do that. You want the mantra again, Tika? Is I am sorry to the person, place, situation, thing that you're looking to correct, and to all of it. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's thank you, and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. See, it's a mantra, so you can keep repeating it. You say that to that thing. If you're sick, you say that to it. That's the cleaning. Whatever it is, like the relationship, you just keep saying that to it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Keep repeating it. If you think you did it wrong, don't worry. Keep going. That's your homework. Just the 4 mantras. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. To whatever that situation, place, things, you. Okay. And
Can I just say that this prayer is so freaking powerful. This is like, there's nothing that you have to do except be open to the changes that happen when you pray this prayer. I noticed this specifically about this prayer is that don't do it unless you want healing. Like if you're ready for healing, definitely do it. But the change is going to happen regardless. And that's the crazy part about this particular prayer. So it's very powerful. I'm just giving out a warning. Be ready.
Yeah. 100. 100. So, all right. Infinity was right. So we
Of course I was right.
I was trying. And my goal is to stay under 2 hours though. So I did. I stayed under 2 hours. So let's put it that way.
Barely.
2 hours and not over. So that's
Which means like those preachers that are like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys go, and then they go for like another 30 minutes.
You ever see like when you're in church when they say the first we're about to end, there's gonna be another that's halfway through. That's why let me see. I see chats. Okay. Thank you, Monique. Wholeness, my love. Thank you, Miss Mega. Wholeness Master. You Infinity's friend. Yes, Soul Scar says the ebook is the companion to use. It has all the information, by the way. So just an FYI. This is going to be found. I'm showing the book to the people on TikTok because they're on video. It's a beauty. But however, if you want the print out, it's more expensive. This is the e-version, the ebook version. The physical printout, I have to pay my cousin to print it out. But you can do it as well. But at least if you are here, you need a notebook, okay? You need a notebook. So just get a notebook. Don't come here without a notebook because I just gave you guys homework, okay? You need to go get that pen so you can write that full mantra up. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Your homework tonight is to, what is that thing? What is that space, the place, the person, the thing that you really need forgiveness from? Even if it's yourself, your parents, your lover, ex, whatever. Ho'oponopono is
Your inner child, your teenage self.
every aspect of yourself. You can ask for forgiveness from the chair. You know, the chair that you're sitting on.
Your
We'll talk
home
about it.
base.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, right? When we start to realize that everything has come in to actually, be here for you. We'll talk about it. So with that being said, thank you so much. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'm going to end the Clubhouse room, and then we'll talk to TikTok for a minute because I've been very neglectful. So, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys. So wholeness, everybody in Clubhouse. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please do it's the same link, okay, for the room. So save it so that you can get the and a lot of people came through. 20 people here now. 47 Infinity. So that's good. Again, the ebook is available. Shani, myself, Soul Scribe, Infinity are all available if you for one-on-ones, or if you want to talk to us privately. You can definitely book myself and the ladies, and then you can I'm here. Okay. Wholeness, everybody, on Clubhouse. Ending room in 5, 4, Infinity. She's gonna end it on me. Wholeness.
She left.
All right. Tiki-talkie, full attention. Thank you so much for those of you who passed through. I know I didn't pay close attention, but if you do come in, please do tap the screen and so that I can get more and more people here. I would really appreciate it if you are staying up. And I know like a lot of people pass through and they'll be like, what is the Ho'oponopono? It may be your first time hearing about it. It is a practice of forgiveness and healing. And we get in touch with our inner child. And so this is a very deep work. I actually recommend doing Ho'oponopono before you do shadow work, and we do shadow work as well. So, but we start with Ho'oponopono to understand like where these things are originating from. All right. So infinity is like saying blue. So we're about ending for the day. Yes, definitely bring your notebook. Okay. With that being said, thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Check out my link tree for the link to the ebook, also the chat as well. So I am opening it, and I have to make sure that I was trying to figure out which chat to use. All right. Like it's Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian word, so it's HO apostrophe O and then pono, PONO. Right. So Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian word, so hence the way it is said. So we'll actually go into a deeper aspect of the Ho'oponopono, but we start with the 4 mantras. The Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice of healing and forgiveness. This is not just Hawaiian; it's the Pacific Islands. So that does include all of the South Pacific Islands, including New Zealand. So when we talk about the Ho'oponopono, all right. So if you came in toward the end and didn't hear the explanation, we'll be spending 21 days. So we start today. So tomorrow's going to be day 20. And each day there's going to be, work through homework. And so hence why the workbook and the ebook. And then if you are not utilizing it, at least a notebook. You can get a spiral notebook for like $2 so that we can work on this. So because you're going to be journaling and putting work through, especially once we get to the chakras. And so we'll be doing some of this work. Last year I did do it on TikTok. It was actually pretty popular as well. So it's very popular on Clubhouse. And so with that being said, thank you, Infinity, for liking the live. And thank you for joining. If you haven't followed me, please do follow. I saw the follows. So thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Wholeness, everybody. I will see you guys. I don't know if I'm going to come in tonight, though, because I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, wait. Okay. Wholeness.